All right, today we're going to talk about something that's quietly driving a lot of us crazy: turning off notifications. It's a move that can feel super personal, like a slight, but the actual psychology behind it, well, it's way, way deeper than you think.
Okay, so you know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You send a message, you see that little word pop up, delivered. And then, crickets. That red receipt never shows up. So, what is actually happening in that digital void?
So, you've sent it out. Maybe it's a simple, hey, you there? Or a quick question. Nothing heavy. But now it's out there, just kind of floating in cyberspace, waiting for a sign of life from the other side. And boom, there it is, the confirmation. The message has officially landed on their device. It's there, sitting in their inbox, just waiting. So far, everything's going according to plan. But then, this. Just nothing, an empty space. Those aren't the typing dots, that's just silence. And as the minutes, maybe even hours tick by, your mind just starts to spin, doesn't it? And this is almost always where our brains go first. We immediately jump to conclusions and make it personal. They're ignoring me. What did I say wrong? We turn this digital silence into a story that's all about us. But what if that story, the one we just made up, is completely wrong? What if this has nothing to do with digital etiquette and everything to do with something else entirely? And this, right here, this reframes the whole thing. Our fear is external, right? It's about what other people think of us. But the reality is often deeply, deeply internal. The story isn't, I am ignoring you, it's, I am protecting me. This brings us to the first really big reason why people do this. It boils down to a fundamental human need, the need to control our own space, even our digital space. So the fancy term is privacy orientation, but just think of it like a digital front door. A person with a high privacy orientation wants to be the one who decides when that door is open. It's not about being antisocial. It's about wanting to choose when you engage, instead of letting every person who knocks dictate your time. And this idea of control goes even deeper. It's not just about managing who has access to you. It's about who or what is directing your attention in the first place. Who's really in charge? Okay, another psychology term, but stick with me because it's a game changer. An internal locus of evaluation basically means you trust your own gut. Your sense of what's important, what you should be doing right now, comes from inside you, not from the outside world begging for your attention. This quote just nails it. A person with a strong internal compass is navigating by their own map. Every single buzz, every single ping from your phone, that's just someone else trying to grab the wheel and change your course. Because what's the alternative to following that internal compass? Well, it's letting yourself get yanked in a million different directions by all this external digital pressure. And our world is absolutely flooded with it. And you know these pressures intimately. It's the feeling that you have to reply instantly. It's that little dopamine hit from social media likes. It's that nagging fear of missing out, or FOMO. Each one of these is an external demand trying to convince you that its priority should be your priority. So when you put all these pieces together, silencing notifications isn't some accident or a lazy habit. It's actually a calculated, really conscious choice. It's a pretty clear path, right? You take someone who really values their own space and their own privacy. You add in a strong sense of self-direction, of trusting their own judgment. And what do you get? You get the choice to silence the noise. And that's what we can call it. This isn't an angry silence or an empty silence. It's a sovereign silence. It is the sound of someone being in complete control of their own attention. So the big takeaway here is this. The person who has silenced their notifications isn't rejecting you. They are protecting themselves. In an age where our focus is constantly under attack, being able to disconnect on your own terms is a vital strategy for your mental health and, honestly, for getting anything meaningful done. And so that leaves us with one final thought. This isn't just about understanding other people, it's about empowering ourselves. So, I'll ask you, look at your own phone. What is one persistent, annoying notification you could turn off right now to reclaim just a little piece of that sovereign silence for yourself?